Have you ever noticed how people often say their greatest awakening came after their biggest breakdown? It makes you wonder, is crisis actually necessary for spiritual growth, or have we just been too stubborn to evolve without pain? Because, let's be honest, most of us don't change when things are comfortable. We change when something shakes us, breaks us, or forces us to see what we've been avoiding. Today we're going to break down the energetic truth behind crisis, why it sometimes becomes the soul's wake-up call, what's really happening beneath the chaos, and how you can grow without needing life to drag you there kicking and screaming. Because here's the thing, crisis isn't punishment, it's communication. And when you learn to listen before life has to shout, your evolution becomes a lot more graceful and a lot less painful. Let's get started. Crisis is raw, it's messy, and it strips away everything you thought you knew. It breaks your illusion of control, the relationship that defined your worth, the career that gave you identity, and the beliefs that gave you certainty. Suddenly the mirror shatters and you're left staring not at your reflection, but at the raw truth of who you've always been beneath the image you've built. That's why crisis becomes a spiritual catalyst. It collapses the ego's comfort zone so the soul can finally breathe. Energetically, it's a reset, a breakdown of dense energy that can't survive in higher vibration. And when you're growing spiritually, but still holding on to old patterns, those mismatched energies collide, and that friction is what we feel as crisis. It's the same principle in physics. Every force creates an equal and opposite reaction. The greater the tension, the greater the release. The deeper the pain, the greater the potential expansion. Crisis doesn't just destroy, it amplifies transformation. When you hit a wall in life, a loss, a betrayal, or an illness, what's really happening is energy realigning itself. The old vibration can no longer sustain the next level of consciousness you're stepping into. It's like a frequency upgrade. The pressure builds until it bursts. That's not failure, it's physics. Energy has to move. If you've ever noticed how intense emotions eventually give way to clarity, that's the same principle. The breakdown releases everything that's been stuck beneath the surface. And the reason many people awaken after crisis is because suffering stretches the soul. When you're brought to your knees, you open up to something bigger than yourself. Humility, surrender, compassion, and depth. That stretch creates space, and when you expand that deeply into pain, you create an equal capacity to hold light, joy, and peace on the other side. It's like a pendulum. The further it swings into darkness, the higher it can rise into light. On an energetic level, crisis represents the point where two opposing frequencies collide. Your current vibration and the higher frequency your soul is ready to embody. When these energies meet, a surge of friction occurs. That friction is what we feel as emotional intensity, confusion, or chaos. But beneath that chaos, an energetic recalibration is happening. You can think of it like an electrical system being overloaded. If the wiring isn't updated, the energy surge blows the fuse. Crisis is that blown fuse moment. It forces a shutdown so your energetic system can rebuild with stronger wiring, capable of handling more light, more awareness, and more truth. The collapse isn't destruction, it's reconfiguration. Energy can't disappear, it transforms. So every time you experience breakdown, your energy body is actually reorganizing itself to hold a higher frequency. That's why the most painful moments often precede profound clarity or deep peace. You've literally transmuted density into light. Here's the truth. Crisis isn't a requirement for awakening. Awareness can lead you there gently. But for most people, awareness only deepens when comfort fails. Pain gets your attention. It forces presence. When life is smooth, the ego feels in control. But when it falls apart, the soul steps in. And while we don't have to suffer to grow, crisis gives us access to lessons that peace rarely teaches. Lessons of resilience, patience, empathy, and gratitude. It's like not getting what you want. It teaches you endurance and appreciation. When you finally do get it, you value it infinitely more. That's the paradox of growth. Crisis doesn't make you spiritual, but it reveals the strength of your spirit. And once you've walked through the fire, your vibration carries the wisdom that ease could never awaken. When you're in crisis, don't rush to escape it. Study it. Ask yourself, what's this trying to show me? What energy is breaking down so something higher can break through? Use the pain as your power source. Journal to process what's leaving. Meditate to feel the energy, not fight it. And practice forgiveness. It may be challenging, but it clears emotional density fast. And most importantly, stay centered. Don't try to escape the moment. Transform it. When you transmute pain into awareness, you're literally recycling dense energy into light. That's what alchemy is, energetic transformation. And the moment you understand that, crisis stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like preparation. Crisis isn't required for growth, but when it comes, it carries the potential for massive expansion. It's the universe's way of using equal and opposite force to realign with your truth. The more resistance you have, the louder life gets. But the moment you surrender, that same force becomes your fuel. So yes, crisis can be a powerful catalyst, not because it breaks you, but because it breaks open what was holding you back. So the next time you find yourself in the middle of chaos, pause before calling it bad. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to awaken in me? Because every breakdown carries a message and every challenge has a purpose to stretch your energy into new dimensions of strength, wisdom, and compassion. When you start seeing crisis through that lens, you stop resisting life and start flowing with its rhythm. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, you need to watch my other video. Pain is necessary for growth, but suffering is optional, which dives deeper into how to move through challenges without getting stuck in them, so pain becomes a teacher and not a trap. Until next time, take care of your energy, rise through whatever life brings, and always stay inspired.